It's
Tommy Smithfigure.
Smith Figure in the building. What's up, y'all? We live on the block right now on this Super Bowl Sunday. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna talk about that and a whole lot more. So, the first thing first, on the Super Bowl Sunday, Smith Figure, who you got, man?
San Francisco.
Why? Why? Is it?
I ain't really got a dog in the fight. So when you compare San Francisco's season, Kansas City, I just say San Fran got it. But whichever way it goes, it matters not to me.
Well, I got the Chiefs. I got Mahomes because I'm figuring he has the most experience. So of the two teams, and he been there what like 3 times.
That's the safe bet, but it don't guarantee to win.
Yeah, you're right about that. But I think, matter of fact, I think they had one of the star players got hurt. One of the receivers got hurt during practice, so that might factor in, a loss. You know, so San Fran, you guys San Fran for how many points? Touchdown, field goal.
It'll be close, if anything, maybe by a touchdown.
We're gonna go ahead and do a poll out there. Who was watching on the rebroadcast or the live right now? Who y'all got in this Super Bowl coming up at 6:30? San Fran or the Chiefs, and why? I just told y'all, I believe Mahomes gonna take it because he has the most experience and he been there 3 or 4 times, and throughout the whole regular season, he's been consistent.
Now you know who got San Fran.
You got San Fran.
Grant got San Fran.
Oh, Grant. What up, Grant? ATL. Where you at, baby? Yeah, he definitely, matter of fact, that's his team.
After the Steelers.
And Ohio State. I believe that's
and Georgia.
But yeah, he got both of them now. Both of them. Hold on.
Which he had a very disappointing college season. Football.
Most definitely on that right there. So,
I did not, because Michigan took it.
Michigan had that squad the whole year. The whole year. Had that squad
my college teams are Penn State, Michigan, and Pitt. So I'm happy.
Michigan, Ohio State, Florida Gators.
How do you like Michigan and Ohio State?
That
is unheard of.
Nah, because I floated through Ohio, for hustling, my grind, family. So that was like my second state as being, as my home state.
But when Michigan and Ohio State play, who do you root for?
It's going to be Ohio State.
I assume you got that red on.
It's Ohio State, man. Yeah. Back then, I used to watch them when Maurice Clarett was playing, but now he's a bust. He's doing something in one of these leagues. He's doing something.
That said it all right there.
I just couldn't see how
you basically said you don't know what he's doing.
I couldn't see.
You don't know what he's doing. You don't know where he's at. That says it all right there.
He was a true dog, man. He was a true dog, man. I mean, he was a dog, man. And I don't know why and how he couldn't translate all that talent into the NFL, man. I just couldn't.
Well, so next time around, we'll have to be better prepared to talk about sports because he's probably doing something. You're just not sure what it is.
No, because after he fell off, I fell off following him.
See, the thing is, you better hope you don't run into him. You said he fell off.
The last thing I heard about him, he was saying something about the Colorado Buffaloes. And I think Warren Sapp checked him.
There was a disagreement.
Yeah, Warren Sapp, had to come off and say something on social media about what he said about the Buff. So, and that's the last thing I heard about him.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, so other than that, I want to know the followers, the live feed, people who's watching right now live, and the ones who's going to be watching it later on. Give me your Super Bowl predictions. If you can give me, a point spread, that'll be fine. But if you can't, just say who you think who's going to win, the Chiefs or the 49ers. Nick Figure just already told y'all he's going for the 49ers because he got no skin in the game. So, and I'm just giving you an actual prediction because I kind of like Mahomes. He's like a Tom Brady type thing. I mean the new Tom Brady. Because so far he done won what three so far?
That's strong language.
No, 2. He won 2.
That's strong language.
And if he win this right here, I mean he got a long way to go. He got a long way
I'll
to
take that.
But it's like he has potential to get there, right? You agree?
That's strong language.
He said, you hear what he say? He's sticking to his gun. That's strong language.
He got a lot to do, man.
Listen, he sounds like he got a gun over there, man. That's strong language, dog. I'm like, you see, I'm looking like, that's strong language, man. All right, man. All right, so I think I have to let you go with that one, man. I'll let that one go, man. It's strong language. Anyway, hey, man, I want to see who's out there right now on the live watching it from either Facebook or Twitter or the Gram. Put your predictions down there. Who you got for this game coming up on today at 6:30, the Chiefs or the 49ers? And other than that, let's go on to the next topic, man. I got some cards here, man. This is for the viewers and this is for you. Okay. Matter of fact, as a child, man, this is to you, Smith. How many fights you got into when you was a child, man? Look at that face, man.
A lot.
We got a lot. Now, let me ask you a question. Getting in fights as a child, growing up, does that translate into what you're going to be as a grown adult? Are you going to be aggressive?
It doesn't have to define you. It's like this. I was a scrapper. I was raised to be a scrapper. Somebody put your hands on you, you make sure it don't happen again. Growing up, I wasn't the tallest kid, in the group. So some people thought I was a target until they found out I wasn't.
Was that a complex of not being so tall?
Did I have a complex?
So short?
Nah, everybody had a complex but me. Nah, I wasn't worried about it.
So you said you put a number on it. How many fights? 10, 11, 6.
At least 10.
And you can probably remember all those.
I'm gonna just leave it. At that. I'm not going into any details.
No bullshit on it. Wins and losses.
I ain't never been beat down.
Man, look at this shit, man. When I said wins and losses, he ain't gonna say I ain't gonna.
Listen,
I ain't gonna.
If anybody out there, see.
Listen, man, I asked this man truthfully with no bullshit on it, man. No mayonnaise, no bullshit. Listen, you got one loss.
No.
A slight loss.
If anybody out there claimed they did something, listen, the chat line is open. There's a number you can dial. You can call in. We'll just leave it at that. What's the next topic?
What up, Frank? What up, Big Frank Jr.? What's going on? White Town in the building. What's going on, man? I see you out there.
Trying to bring that smoke.
Mousy Johnson, what's going on, Mousy? Listen, man, listen. Hey, Mousy, man, how many fights you was in when you was in the Farrell, PA, man, Sharon, PA area, man? How many fights, man? 3, 4, 5? I see you on live, baby. Yeah. But look, I think I don't remember all of them, but I was in Farrell, in Sharon. I can remember like good 3 of them. And I'm gonna be truthful. I'm gonna keep it 100. There was one that was a tie. That was my very first fight when I moved to Sharon, and it was on Masabi Street, and it was my best friend Carlos Williams. We fought for the first time, and it was a tie. And after that, man, there was a couple other fights, I had then, but it didn't translate into me being aggressive, as an adult. I always carry myself as cool, calm, collected until somebody just start acting stupid on me. Yeah, I just snapped.
You'll defend yourself.
Right. So other than that, so no. But some folks I know they've been fighting all their life, man. They've been fighting from childhood to young adults to adults, and then they can't control their damn self, man.
If you're, I'm gonna leave that topic alone.
but no, see, I asked you that question because you got that fighting in your bloodline, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got that. That's why I asked you. But I know you, because me and you family, and
how would you describe it?
Well, no, matter of fact, you're the same. You calm, cool, collected until somebody get it on the wrong end, and after that, man, it's lights out. It's lights out. Tom, listen, man, you gotta stop that bullshit. There was a matter of fact, quite a few times me and him went out, man. I had to calm him down.
No.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
Yeah, man. There's quite a few times, man.
Those are stories from another day and time.
Listen, man. It's a few of them. Trust me. Some of them we may not even discuss online, but yeah.
That got to remain in the archives.
Again, we are live on the block with your man Checking the Whole Nine and Tommy Smith figure. We are live, and we have a couple things we want to get off our chest, man. If you got something that you want to get off your chest, just go ahead and ring the phone. It's going to cross the screen right now, and all you got to do, man, is hit those digits, and we'll go ahead and bring you into the actual live feed, and you will be on the live feed with your voice, and everybody can hear you. So if you got something crazy to say, just remember, it has been recorded, and it will be rebroadcast. So that's what I'm saying. But I want to go ahead and get some shouts out, man. The ones who dropped into the stream. We got Frank Harris Jr. That's my nephew. He's up there in Youngstown. He's logged in. And then Mousy Johnson. He representing Farrell. He's in Pittsburgh, I believe, right now, living in Pittsburgh. What up, Mousy?
What's up, cuz? Frank? What's happening?
Yes, sir. Any shouts out you want to go ahead and put out there?
Just family and anybody that I may know in my travels to Ohio, and welcome to anybody who's listening. And if you got something you want to share, throw it in the chat or call the number.
Yeah, the last question I asked to all the viewers, we was on this about how many fights you was in as a child, in your childhood. Posted in there, put your number in there. It was 3, it was 4, it was 5. We ain't saying you a violent, crazy person, but I had about 6, I can remember. And the figure said he had about 16, 20.
I will not be answering any more questions about fighting.
He said about 16, 25.
No.
And he said he was all undefeated. So, like somebody told me back in the day, I believe it was Noonie Hampton. She said, Chuck, I'm 99 and old, and I'm looking for a loss. I mean, when I heard that, I died, man. I rolled out on that one.
I have no comments on fighting. I ain't looking for nothing.
She said 99 and old, and I'm looking for a loss. Wow. That was like Mike Tyson. He got his loss, that first loss, when we were watching that fight.
Yeah, we was watching that. I think the statute of limitations is long past, but yeah, we was watching that on free HBO. Yeah, the tech came in. He opened up all the channels.
All the channels.
So we watched that fight, and I remember jumping up and down. Not that I wanted to see Mike lose. It was just unbelievable to see him down on all fours, struggling to get his mouthpiece back in. But you remember what else happened that same night? Paddy wagon.
Yeah. Man.
Careful.
Listen, me and Tom been through some stories, man. Listen, we could tell you stories all day, but I think we're gonna tell you this one story right here. But this is innocent, man. We was in college, man. We was just doing some, some regular stuff. And then he called me up and he was like, "Hey Chuck, there's a party going down, man, tonight, man. What's up? You free to come down?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" You know, that was my favorite thing. Hell yeah! So he was like, "All right, man, just come on down." You know, and then back then I was catching the bus. I was riding Pat Transit from Pittsburgh. So Smith figured he was living down there with Allegheny Center.
He was on the north side, Allegheny Center. You was coming from Murraysville.
Yeah. So I drove. I put the bus down there. I didn't put the bus. I was on a bus from Murraysville. Went on down to Pittsburgh. We hooked up, and it was a different person's apartment.
No, so I was on 7, and we had just watched the fight, and you left the apartment and you ventured off down the hall into a party.
Yeah, then I told you about it.
No, I had to come looking for you.
Right. Okay. And back then I was always into some shit, man. I was always into something crazy. And Tom, he's more like the level-headed person. And I was always the wild. I was always wild. But under control a little bit, but still I was still like I was wild. So we went to the actual party, right? And there was a lot of people from college, seen there, and they were doing bombs. He was being turned upside down. Had the funnel in their mouth, cracking open beers.
See, that's the part you saw. So here is what happened. Tyson got knocked out. For some reason, Chuck left the apartment. He hung a left, went down the hall into a party he was not invited to. But he went in there. So I'm like, he couldn't have got far. So I hear music down the hall. And I knew there was a 99.99% chance he was in there.
Showing up.
So look, I go in there and I see, we'll just use the word paraphernalia. There was all kind of paraphernalia. And I'm like, Chuck, we got to roll. So as soon as I open the door, Pittsburgh City Police was on the other side of it. Long story short, we was on a chain gang in the paddy wagon.
Wait a minute, though, man. Before all that happened, though, there was one guy. He was a drunk, older guy. So we was all in there. We was all in there.
Well, he was already in the paddy wagon.
Right? No. He asked. No, we was coming to. Matter of fact, we was at the hallway. And he asked, "Can he come in with us?" Remember that? And we went in. He came in with us. I was already in there. And then you came in looking for me. We came out, and he was in the hallway, and then we brought him in with us. And then when the cops came, and everybody was running around trying to hide.
Jumping over the balcony.
Yeah.
Hiding in the kids' cabinetry.
It was mayhem, man. But the party was a blast. So this guy had to have been somewhere in his, 30s or 40s, man. He was an older guy. And so he was spazzing out because he's older and it was younger people, in the spot. And it was the cops came from everywhere, man. And everybody was running out into the room, going under people's beds, under the beds, in the apartment, in the kitchen cabinets, under the coffee table, in closets, and then one guy, we was going out towards the balcony, and Smithick was like, "Man, we can't go out that way." And so the one guy,
I think my exact words were "hell no."
Yeah, and then one guy just flew past us, ran straight to the patio, and just leaped off the patio.
He flipped over the railing and somehow ended up on the balcony below that apartment.
Yeah.
And so for a split second, I got the idea to do the same thing until I looked over the edge, because we was 7 floors up.
I said, man, dude's dead, man.
So I chose jail.
He looked over. He was like, "Hell no." I was like, "Man, Tom, maybe we probably could just climb down there, man." He said, "Man, no. If you make one mistake, it's over. So let's turn back around and then face justice."
I chose jail.
So we came back in there, man. They was gathering everybody, arresting everybody. and they had everybody. That was called an actual chain gang. They remember that they chained
They
all of us
cuffed. They
together.
cuffed us together.
I had my wrist to somebody else, and then my other one to somebody else, and it was hauling us all out and put us in the paddy wagon and moving off to the north side.
Up on Federal.
Yeah, on Federal, man. And then from there, that's when the mayhem started.
Up on Federal, across from the Sunoco,
Damn, man, you got reason. Shit.
where we used to rent them cars.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, we went to the jail, all of us, and then they was, I guess, taking individuals out at one time, processing them. And people was coming back in the cell, crying, things like that. And so, me and Tom, I think we went out together, right? And they was asking us questions together.
No, I went out there before you,
And then
and I was waiting for you.
something about the P.O. box.
Listen. It was real simple, because we really didn't commit any crime. It was just a matter of, we went into an apartment that had underage kids drinking alcohol, and there may have been some other things there. Now, that's the reason why we got scooped up, and all they was pretty much doing is processing people in and out, letting them go. So it was as simple as giving them your name and your address, and you can roll out. So I go up, name, give my name, address, give them the address, roll out. I'm waiting for Chuck.
Now, mind you, hold on, before you go any further. Mind you, I'm staying with my dad now. He lives out in the country.
Hold on.
Go ahead. You gotta tell him that, man.
No, man.
He's staying in the country.
Listen.
I mean, I say country, farms. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Cornfields.
Listen.
Chickens. All that. The whole nine.
Listen. What is your name and address? Chuck. Y'all know his last name. He's chucking the whole nine in this broadcast. Y'all know his whole name. So he started to give his address. He said P.O. Box. We all know that means post office box. So they looking at him and they said, look, we didn't ask you where your mail's delivered to. We said, where do you live? What is your address? He said, P.O. Box.
373.
And they stopped and they said, we're going to ask you one more time. And you better not say P.O. Box. Think about it before you answer. We will lock your ass back up. You ready? He said, yeah. They said, now think about it before you answer. Don't say P.O. Box. So I'm sitting there thinking, and I know he is not going to say P.O. Box. So they said, the guy's sitting there ready to write it down. What is your address? He's sitting there, following instructions, thinking about it. He said P, and right as he started to say O, they snatched him up by the back of his t-shirt and dragged his ass back to the holding tank. And they told me, they said, you might as well go back. Go home. He's going to be in here for a while.
You hear that, Big Art, man? What up, Big Art? What's up, man? All right, listen, man. I'm going to tell you the story. Now, listen. I just moved in with my dad. He lived in the country. And he didn't have no mail being delivered to the actual house.
You don't live in a post office.
Okay? So, when they go get their mail, they go down this small little town, do it like 3 or 4 miles, and go to the post office to go pick their mail up. So, I went down there a few times with them, and they told me what the P.O. box, was. So I remembered that in my head. So they asked me, I ain't know no better at that time. I gave them the P.O. box address. So that's what Tom was talking about. And so they did snatch me up. They said, get your dumb ass back into the damn jail because you don't know where you live at.
So when did you finally figure it out? Because eventually they let you out.
Yeah, because the man was like, listen, I'm going to say it real slow so you can understand. Or you will never get out of here. And that's right there. That right there, man.
Sparked your memory?
It was like, I said, House 87 is fits here to be from. It was like, that's all you had to say from the start.
And then luckily, Federal, the police station on Federal was like 3 blocks. So Chuck walks it down the hill. What was it, like 7 o'clock in the morning? You come buzzing the buzzer.
Yeah. Now, I'm always playing. I was up back then, man. We used to run Pittsburgh a lot.
You can't tell everything. You
No,
can't tell everything.
No, we used to run Pittsburgh a lot, man. And me and Tom, back in our day, man, I think we was about 17, 18.
I was 17.
Yeah, we was down there. And we was down there. This is like right after high school.
And hold up, just to put this all in perspective, we were 17. This wasn't when we was like 25 years old. We were 17.
Yeah, Art know what's up, man. Federal Street, man, North Side. You know what's going on there, Art. But look, I'm gonna tell you 1 or 2 stories here. You know, 'cause this dude right here is a wild dude, man. He's a funny dude for real, man. He knows it. People that know him know he's funny. But what story I was gonna say. There's so many stories. Man. So many stories. Wait a minute, man. Who was that? What up, Monique? What's going on, baby? Monique Williams in the building. No, I think it was, oh yeah. I'm living in Murraysville, and he's down there on the north side. And I came down in the car. We was attending Art Institute of Pittsburgh at that time. And he was staying over in the housing complex for the actual students that had
Allegheny Center.
Right, Allegheny Center. And I came down and we went to school. After school, me and Tom was rolling around looking for females. Okay?
On foot.
On foot. Looking for, just trying to holler at females. This is almost every day, almost every weekend. These young bucks.
This was Sunday through Saturday.
Listen, this was crazy. So this was a routine. Again, I was wild. I was wild. I was like not crazy wild, but funny wild. Unpredictable wild. So Tom known to just be straight and narrow and funny at the same time. So we down there looking for females, up and down Pittsburgh. Hollering at them. Try to holler at them. Get rejected. So make a long story short, Tom was like, man, I'm ready to take it in, man. And Chuck, that last bus. Well, no, it was like around what, 4 or 5?
It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, so he was like, all right, man, I'm going home. So Tom was walking home, and I'm supposed to be catching the bus going back to Murraysville. Cool. So then Tom's chilling. Now me, I stayed out looking for females up until the last bus. And what time was the last bus, man?
Was it sometime between like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., something like that?
It's crazy. So anyway, I called Tom back. I missed the bus. And I'm a jokester, so I went on and played a joke on Tom. And his reaction is crazy, man. Every time I try to play a joke on him, his reaction is crazy. So I said, Tom, man, what's up? He said, what's up, man? You home? I said, nah. So where you at then? I said, man, I'm still down in Pittsburgh. You still downtown? I said, yeah, man, I'm still downtown. I said, man, I need your help, man. He said, man, what? I said, man, I'm down here in the phone booth. I said, in the phone booth? Yeah, that's why I'm calling you. I'm calling you in the phone booth. I need you to come down and get me. He said, for what? Just walk over here. I said, man, I got robbed. He said, you got robbed? He said, man, that's what you get, man, for being out there late. I said, nah, man, I got robbed for everything. He said, everything? I said, yeah, everything. So just come on to the pad. I said, I can't. You can't. I said, I can't. Why? They beat you up that bad? I said, no, I didn't get beat up. I said, I got robbed. Why can't you walk over here? I said, man, I'm in that phone booth, butt ass naked. He said, what? I said, man, I'm butt ass naked, man, and I can't walk 8 or 9 blocks butt naked, man. He was like, he laughing, man. He laughing so hard, he can't even talk to me on the phone. He said, wait a minute, wait. Say it again? I said, I'm butt ass naked. He started laughing again. He laughing hard. He laughing hard as hell. I said, man, this is not a joking matter. He said, yes, it is. You in a phone booth, butt ass naked. So I said, he's funny. He said, so you ain't got no t-shirt on. I said, no. He started laughing harder. So he said, so wait a minute, Chuck. You don't got no socks on and no shoes. I said, no. He started laughing harder. He said, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you ain't got no drawers on? I said, no. He said,
Look, Art,
he said,
look, hold on, Art cracking up, man. What's up, Art?
Hey, Art, he said, Chuck, you can't fit my clothes. He said, Chuck, you stranded. I said, well, one thing I can do, man, is go ahead and trying to find some cardboard in the back alley, man. He said, you gonna have to. He said, it was kind of cold outside too. He said, what you gonna do about your feet? It's cold. I said, I don't know. I probably gotta get one of them Zinger Zapper boxes and put on my feet, man. I said, take it from there, man.
No, I mean that was pretty much it, man. You calling talking about you was bucket ass naked in a phone booth, and I'm thinking that's what you get for not taking your ass home. And you roaming around. I mean, once it get dark, what you gonna say to a female? Other than get robbed. What's gonna happen to you other than getting robbed?
I said, Tom, you ain't gonna come and help me?
To do what? Like for real?
I said,
Ain't no stores open.
I say, Tom, you're not going. I said, no, he had 2 other roommates. There was one bigger guy, kind of stocky, and there was a skinny guy. I said, man, you gotta get somebody's clothes, man. Something, man. Come down and get me. He just laughing. He just constantly laughing. He wouldn't stop laughing at all.
You should have put up a better fight, man.
So
because look, you like 6'2". How the hell? Like I'm thinking, how the hell you get beat naked, man?
What up, Bobby? Yeah, what's going on, baby?
I thought you had hands. They roll up and left you with nothing but skin. Ain't nothing I can do for you, man.
That's one story. I'm gonna tell you one other story, man. Then we're gonna go on to the next topic. And again, we out there chilling, and we went to a party. Remember that party we went to in Oakland at Carlo College?
Yeah.
And we seen Nick Nice. He was a local DJ, the baddest DJ in Pittsburgh. Nick Nice, big ups. And we went to Carlo College. That was an all-girl college at that time. But they had parties and everybody can come. And so we was in there chilling again, trying to get numbers. And I think we had a few. You had a few or whatever. I ain't had one. You had a couple. And so Tom was like, "Hey man,
last bus,
Chuck." he said, Chuck, you know, Chuck, I ain't effing with you, man.
It was cold. First of all, listen, we have walked further than Carlo to the north side. We was always on foot, but it was cold. It was like, I want to say it was like 20 degrees.
Yeah, it was cold, man.
Last bus.
It was damn near a blizzard. It was cold. So Tom kept saying last bus. He kept looking at his watch. He said, Chuck, look, I got mine. He said, you better get yours, because that last bus, I'm out. I said, all right. So he said, you gonna keep on, man. You gonna miss that bus. I said, nah, I won't miss that bus, man. So Tom was like,
I went to the bus stop.
He's leaving. I said, go ahead, man. I'll catch the next bus. He said, you said you can't, man. It's the last bus.
Ain't no next bus.
I said, go ahead, man. I see this little thing over here, man. I'm gonna go with you.
Wait, hold on. Chuck used to lose his mind. But when he went hunting, and he ain't come back with no game, he lost his mind. I said last bus, and he talking about I'll catch the next one.
Wait a minute. Hey, I know you laughing right now, Art, man. Hold on. So Tom left. I said, I'm gonna catch up with you. He was like, yeah, right. So I gets on the road walking, and you know what? I missed the bus. So now it's cold as hell outside, and Pittsburgh shuts down. I'm gonna set the scene for you guys. I had on these white jeans, and right by the knee, they was like flaps with little buttons.
You know what?
Hold on.
You can't get away with that today.
I know you can't. Hold on. Wait a minute. So they can snap up. You can snap them up to be all white, and you can fold them down halfway, and then they'll be blue. Okay. So now, mind you, I was in Murraysville. I went to Franklin Regional, and I was like the only like 3 or 4 blacks in the school, so I was kind of preppy. So I had a box style haircut, and I had the curls in it, and I had the button down shirt on with a turtleneck. I was setting the scene. And I had on these penny loafers.
He was dressed like Ralph Tresvant.
Yeah, I had the penny loafers. I had the penny loafers on with the penny in them. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go all out. And I had
you should have put quarters in there for the payphone.
Payphone. So look. Now I missed the bus. Now I'm like, man, I'm always missing this bus, man. I gotta do better, man. I gotta do better. Tom, he's already gone, man. He's all down the way, man. So I said, all right, cool. Now, with these penny loafers, I'm always rocking them with no socks on. And Smith Figure always tell me, man, why don't you wear some socks with the shoes? I was like, man, that's the style. He said, man, that's your problem. You going to that school, man. You going to that school, man. So now I'm walking down from Oakland to the north side. And Big Art, you know what that side. You know how far that is. Whoever knows Pittsburgh knows from Carlo College all the way down to the north side. Okay, Allegheny Center Mall. So I'm walking down there. It's cold as all hell. So I'm just tiptoeing, boom, boom, so I don't slide. So I'm out in the street now because the sidewalks, it was all full of snow. So I'm trying not to slip and fall because it's slippery out here. So this one guy came from out of nowhere. And he was like, what's up, man? I said, what's up? So we talking. I don't know who he is. He don't know who I am. So we just talking. He said, man, what's up, man? Where you coming from, man? That little party up? I said, a little party up here in Carlo, man. He said, yeah. How was it? Talking about the party. So he said, man, you get any numbers? You have any luck? I said, yeah, nah, I ain't getting no luck. He was like, so I was like, my cousin was with me, blah, blah. He left, caught the bus, I missed the bus. I told him the whole story. We just kicking it, walking down the street. So he said, man, I said, you got a box, dog? I said, yeah. So he had a box too. He said, man, you know what? I was the first person in Pittsburgh that came out with that box.
Red flag.
So he talking junk. He said, hey, man, I'm the first person that had this box in Pittsburgh. I brought it to Pittsburgh. That's why you wearing that box now. It came from me. I said, oh, yeah? He said, yeah. I said, okay, we talking. He said, yo, but yours look nice, though. I had my little curls in it. You know, so I was like, yeah, I had my little shaved up. You know, he was like, that's nice, man. That box looks nice, man. It looks sharp. That box looks sharp on you. I said, man, thanks, man. So he said, don't forget, man, I invented the box. I said, okay, cool. So we walking, we talking. He said, man, you ain't got no jacket on, man. It's cold out here. I said, well, I ain't planning on walking in the cold. I plan on getting the bus, but I gotta walk now. He said, man, you looking all fly, man. You looking fly. Damn, you fly.
Why are you still talking to him?
So, because I'm walking. Hey, this me and him on the street. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm now looking fresh to death. I said, yeah, I'm matching. He said, man, those penny loafers, man, are nice, man. And you got the penny in them. So I said, pay attention to detail. He said, man, them pants look nice on you. Man, you.
Time out. Listen, you got two options at that point. Listen, no. You got two options at that point.
Couldn't run, dog. Couldn't
Look,
run, dog.
then you got to dart him in the eye.
Couldn't run, dog.
You got to dart him in the eye.
Look, dog.
Listen, that's blatant.
You know I ran track back in the day. I was fast as hell.
Chuck,
That's why they call me Smoke.
Chuck, that's when you got to be like Cinderella, take them shoes off and run, man. Listen, you got two options. You got to dart him in the eye, man.
Listen, I thought about that. I said, man, we get to scrapping. It's cold as hell outside. If I lose my shoe like Cinderella, like you said, if I lose my shoe like Cinderella,
you was afraid he's gonna wrestle you. You was afraid he was gonna get you on the ground, put you on your belly.
Wait a minute. Let me finish the story, man. Let me finish the story. So he was complimenting on my shoes.
Oh, hold up. Art said it must have been the same person you told who told you to get buck naked.
Art, stop, man. Stop, Art, man. No, don't forget, that was a story I made up, man. That was a made up story in the phone book.
Or was it?
Yeah, let's get it straight. I wasn't in the phone booth, but that's naked. I was playing a joke on Tom. And I ended up telling him it was a joke, but I didn't tell it, on air. But it was a joke. But anyway, I'm walking down the street with this guy, don't know who he is, and he's complimenting me on my shoes. He noticed the penny in the shoes. I knew that was kind of weird. I said, how are you looking at my shoes that tough and you notice there's a penny in it? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, you ain't got no coat on. Which some stuff was making sense. It was cold. I was explaining to him, I missed the bus. Boom, boom, boom. And so when he got down from the shoes and came up to the pants, and he said, man, that box do look nice on you.
Wait a minute. He commented that you ain't no coat.
No, he just said, I know you ain't got no coat.
Yeah, he wanted to embrace you. He wanted to
chill out, dog.
Sit you down in front of the fire.
No, chill out, dog. Chill out, dog. Listen.
He wanted to roast them chestnuts.
Listen. Time out. Listen. We go ahead. We walking still. So he mentioned the box, man. But that box, man. Ew, you rocking that box? I'm like, yeah. Thanks, dude. He was like, yeah. Then he said, your eyes is like pearls.
He was throwing game on you. He was dropping jewels.
I said, oh shit.
He was talking to you like a female.
I said, it's over now, man. I'm gonna have to scrap this dude right now, man.
Chuck. He was talking to you like a female, man. Like a female.
Hold up the dog. Hold up.
Art said, where's them hot nuts? Hot fudge? What is that? What is that?
Wait a minute. So I'm walking, man. Now I know for sure.
At a BC.
This is a situation right here. It's a cold situation right here. I got these sleepy ass penny loafers on. I ain't got no socks on. I don't have no coat on. And I'm walking down Pittsburgh, and I don't see nobody in sight but just me and him. I barely even see a car. So I knew it was just me and him. So we kept talking, so I'm trying to finesse this dude by talking to her, right? So, look at the Arts and Hot Nuts. So we get downtown. We from Oakland, now we downtown Pittsburgh. And so, he said, hey, man, you cold, man. He said, you got about 4 or 5 more blocks or 6 more blocks to go, man. You can come over to my house, man, and it get heated up. It get warmed up. And then you can go ahead and finish your walk. I said, nah, dog, I don't even know you, man. I don't walk that way.
He wanted to love you down like ready for the world.
So I said, dog, go ahead about your business, man. So he said, you sure, dog? I said, man, go ahead, dog, go ahead. So he cut the corner and he left. So I'm watching him. I'm still aware of how I'm dressed. I said, man, it's cold. So I'm walking. I get to about 3 blocks away. So now I'm feeling kind of confident. This crazy dude is gone. And so I'm walking. And I jump on the sidewalk now. And I think I was going towards the 6th Street Bridge. And they got little alleyways. You got to come off the one sidewalk, go through the little alleyway space, and get back on the sidewalk. So I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I see somebody's head pop out of this little corner, like just sticking out the corner, like, like, I said, what the fuck? I said, so then they pop their head back in. And so I goes in the street, and then their head pop out again and pop back in. Like this is a small piece, just their eyes. So I said, oh shit. So I'm getting closer so I can see inside the little alleyway. And then it's the same dude that pops. Hey dog, what's up, man? Come here, man. So I just started running. I said, I can't be scrapping this dude, man. I'm sitting there, man. So I get about a block down the road, and then so I end up calling Tom. I said, let me go ahead and call Tom real quick. So I called Tom, and he was like, man, where you at? So I told him the whole story about the dude, man. And all this. He started laughing again. I said, man, why you always? So now he thinking this is a lie. This is a joke. I said, man, I'm not joking with you. He said, man, you always playing jokes. I don't know when to believe you, man. So he ended up meeting me halfway. I had, that was a story, man. That was one of the stories, man. Me and this dude always getting into crazy stuff there, but that was just two stories I'm going to tell you.
This is for you, man. Look, this for you, man. See, that dude, I think he called in, man. He asked me to play this for you. Yeah, he asked me to play this for you, man.
This is crazy. Listen, man. That was a true story. You know what I'm saying? I think I was about, what, 18?
17, 18.
17, 18 at that time.
Hold on.
If I tell you now.
Yeah, man, dude called in.
That's it.
He called in, Chuck.
You can't play too long with me. They gonna flag that.
It's all right. It's all right.
If I tell you how
Pick off. Click that off.
will you keep bringing out the best in me?
Stop that, man. Cut that off, man. Listen. I know y'all had some situations out there. Y'all had a strange situation happen to you, man. I ain't saying it's strange as mine. That was a strange one, but like I said, I was always a jokester, man. I would always play jokes with everybody. I don't care who it is. If I knew who you are, I don't care if you're old, if you're young, if kids, I'm gonna play jokes on you. But this last story right here, this dude right here, he played the ultimate joke on me. That he got me back from all the years that I played jokes on. I joked him plenty of times. What you listening to over there? Listen.
It's the same thing.
Listen. I want you to tell him that story. I'm going to line it up, Art. Hey, Art, I'm going to line this up, Art. I'm going to let Smith Figure tell the story. Now, I was in a little bit of trouble. I was on probation at the time. Let's call it probation. And I was trying to keep my nose as clean as possible. I didn't want no bullshit. Nobody, nothing.
I'm gonna set it up, and then you can tell them with your thoughts.
Okay, so now, just mind you now, I didn't want to get in no trouble. Most folks that's on parole or probation or some type of restriction.
On paper.
Or paper, as you call it. They just get into anything. They don't care. They go with their friends. They go to the bar. They get in the car, smoking weed. I didn't want nothing. Nothing. So now, here we go.
All right. So, everybody familiar with Aliquippa, Peyton, had that barbershop. So, I get my hair cut. I'm fresh. I'm getting ready to head back to the house. They selling ribs fresh off the grill. So I go ahead and pay me like $40. Get me a couple slabs of ribs. Then I get this idea. I'm gonna get Chuck. I'm gonna get him. So I head over to Chuck's crib, and I'm like this. He's sitting there with his church clothes on. He got his black church shoes on, button-down shirts and whatnot. And I'm like, man, let me holler at you, man. Something real serious. I need you to roll with me, man. He's like, all right, I'll roll. I said, man, you can't wear them dress shoes, man. You got to get laced up. You're going to need some boots, man. You lace them up. Don't walk loose. Ain't no time to be fly. We lacing boots up now. He was like, what's going on? I said, I'm explaining it to you, just getting a ride. I'm explaining it to you. So I told him I went to go get me some ribs. And I went to pay for the ribs and I expect some change back. And, you know,
Mind you, change.
I meant, you know, waiting to get some change back and the actual ribs. So I'm like, Chuck, man, they took the money and kept the ribs. I said, I ain't going for that. He said, what you mean you ain't going for it? I said, we gonna get that money. So from there, you go ahead and tell what was you thinking when I said we gonna go get this money?
Now look, mind you, I mind my own business, sitting in the house chilling. He gonna call me up. Said, Chuck, what you doing? What you up to? Nothing, man. Busy? You got plans? I said, no, I got no plans. I'll be over. Cool. Nah, I didn't tell him. Me and Robin was just sitting there, just chilling. I told her Tom was coming over. And so he got over there, and I'm dressed the way I'm dressed. I said, well, I'm ready. He said, not like that. I said, what you mean? He said, you gonna need some sneakers on, some boots. So I said, all right. So I didn't think nothing of it. He said, man, wear some sweats or some jeans. I was like, this is strange. He requested me to wear certain material. I said, so what we gonna be doing? He said, man, just come on. I get my, I had boots on. Or something.
Yeah, you went in and put some boots on.
Yeah, I had some jeans.
I said you're gonna need them.
Yeah, so we get up in there, and they wasn't tied up. Always, I had my shoes loose. You know, people would wear their stuff loose, and the shoestrings wasn't tied up. I was being smooth like that. So Tom, we in his Pathfinder, and we driving down the road, and he was like, Chuck, you better tie them boots up. I said, for what? He said, you gonna need them tied up. So I said, man, wait a minute, man. What we trying to get into, man? He said, listen. And that's when he told the story about he was buying some ribs on the corner, and there was like 4 or 5 guys there. They had backpacks on. And he stopped and I think they asked him for what, 25? 40. And they told him, they want all the money. So he gave them all the money because he ain't had nothing on him. They had all kind, he ain't quit. So I'm riding down the street now. I'm on probation. I told y'all I don't want no bullshit. And so he gonna tell me this is where we going. So he gonna go ahead and go take it from there.
No, so we pull up. He sees the grill. He sees the ribs and the smoke. He see dudes with backpacks on. I said, there they go right there. Let's go get this money. He said, what? Wait, let me back it up. I'm looking at his face. He ain't saying nothing. I'm telling him, you know what I mean? Listen, it's about the principle of it. I said, I ain't going to quit and being known for that dude where they can just take my money. I said, I'm going to get my money. And Chuck was like, I'll give you $40. I'm like, nah, I want my money.
I'm trying to avoid any competition at all.
Nah, I said, I don't want your $40. I want my $40. So we pull up, we see the place in the distance. I said, there go them dudes right there. So they walk up inside the storefront, and we pull up in the parking lot.
So I'm saying, I said, hold up, man, hold on. We just can't just roll up on some dudes, man. This is quick. We ain't from here. I said, you got a gun or anything? He said, nope. I said, we got no gun. He said, Tom, we can't go in there, man. He said, yes, we can. I said, Tom, you got a knife? Nope. I said, this is too bad. This is bad. I said, you ain't got a bat in the back of the hatch? Nope. I said, you ain't got a hammer? You ain't got something to swing with? No. I said, Tom, you can't roll up on these dudes, man. I see 5 sitting outside. There might be more in the building. I said, we can't do this. He said, yes, we can. I said, wait, open up the back trunk, the back hatchet this Pathfinder. And let's see what's in the back. Maybe you don't know what's in the back we can use, man, because we're going to need something. There's 2 of us, 5 or maybe 8 of them, over some goddamn money that I can give them. So we opened up the hatch. This nigga only had a tackle box back there.
Fishing poles.
Fishing poles. I said, we can't come up in this motherfucker. We can't come up in this motherfucker with some fishing poles. We're going to whoop some ass. I said, we can't do this, man. Abort a mission. Abort this shit.
His facial expression like he was standing on the edge of a cliff.
I said, we can't do this, man. This ain't how you scrap with fishing poles. I said, they got backpacks on. You know what's in those backpacks. It ain't no school books. So he was like, I don't care. So I'm trying to convince him so we can't do this. He said, let's go. I said, wait. Hold on. The whole time I'm thinking about probation. I'm thinking about the judge said, if I see you in my courtroom again, I'ma hammer you. I said, and Tom, he knew this. I said, I can't do this. Not right now. I said, wait. Let me go across the street, because they don't know who I am, and let me assess how many people are in the building that I think that might be associated with them. If there's only 5, we probably can try to tackle this shit, man. I said, but if there's any more than 5, it's done. So as I was walking across the street, I was serious. I was sick. I said, I know I'm going to jail. No, I'm going back to jail. I said, I don't know why he even came and got me. I said, I don't know why. I said, God, please. God, please. I'm trying my best to stay clean.
He said, God.
I said, Robin don't even know what the hell's going on.
She didn't know you was on paper.
No, she knew. I said, I'm going to call her and say, I need you to come get me. Robin said, you go to jail, I ain't coming to get you. So I said, everything is flowing through my mind, man. I said, damn, it's my cousin, I love him. I ain't trying to leave him stranded. This is $40, man. I said, this is crazy. I got halfway across the street.
I said, hey, man, I'm just joking.
I said, man, you need to stop this. I said, man, my heart pounding is beating. I said, my mind rolling, man. Everything is going through it all at one time. I said, man, this and that. I said, $40. Hey, 5 niggas beat you. I said, jail, probation officer coming. I said, cops. I said, this is crazy.
But you was already seeing all the cars.
I seen everything. I was seeing everything. I said, this is crazy, man. But he got me. He got me that one time. Nobody was ever. They never was as accomplished like this. He got me on that one, man. He was the only one that got me with a good joke. I was always on top of somebody always trying to get me. And he got me, man.
What's the next topic?
Man, I got a cue card from the producer, and it says right here, man. What is a successful mindset in a person? What's your definition of a successful mindset when you trying to establish something and trying to get to a goal? Or
the mindset of somebody successful is, first of all, knowing what you want, and then taking the steps to get what you want or accomplish or attain something.
But then I had this question was in my my inbox on a previous show, and they would say, what if there was obstacles in the way of keeping you?
You got to be a problem solver. An obstacle is just an obstacle. Obstacles, you can go over them, under them, or around them. If you stand there and stare at it, you ain't gonna get nowhere. If you make excuses, you ain't gonna get nowhere. Somebody who's successful knows how to solve a problem. And not all problems are bad.
Right.
Some problems are good. So Let's say there's a job you want to get, there's a house you want to buy, there's a trip you want to take. If you don't have the money right now, if you want to do something bad enough, you'll save it. You'll plan. Right now, you don't have the money. That's the problem. But how do you get around that? You solve it. You save. You put a little bit away here and there. That's if you need money and you want to do something. You should be doing that anyway for a rainy day.
Anyway.
But if there's a job you want, you got to look at yourself and say, how qualified are you for that job? Now, if you don't feel like you're qualified now, okay, that's an obstacle. You can get around that. You got to prepare yourself, whether it be through higher education, some type of certification, or putting yourself at an entry level to get that experience. But again, everybody has problems, and not all problems are bad.
Now, having a successful mind.
Yeah.
So what do you, your definition of success? Is it always about money?
No.
Is it always about, tangible things and things like that? Or is it
no, when you are at peace and you are content and there's nothing weighing you down, holding you back, and you're comfortable in your own skin, that's successful. Where do you want to be? Do you have are you where you want to be holistically, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally? We're not going to be, 100% of the way in any one of those areas at any given time. Some things you're going to be further ahead than others, but you have to have a level of contentment and satisfaction. If you're chasing after what the next man or woman has, you're not going to be at peace. And when you're not at peace, to me, you're not successful. Success is not always defined by career and money.
Now, what about the people around you? If they don't have the same mindset, so what would you say about somebody who's having a mindset like that, but they have people around them don't have the same mindset?
My philosophy is
get rid of them.
Simulation through assimilation. So if you or simulation through association. So a lot of times, if you feel the need to hang around people that you think are cooler than you, or it's going to make you look good, or you just haven't left that part of your life alone, eventually they're going to get you in trouble, or you're going to do something stupid to get yourself in trouble to impress those people. You have to have enough confidence to know that you don't have to do what the next man's doing in order to be successful, especially when you know it's stupid. Or you don't have to be around a certain group of people when it's not in your best interest. You're going to be successful when you hang around people that have the same goals and aspirations as you do. And again, your goal may be to have peace. Your goal may be to be disciplined. When you're disciplined and you're at peace with yourself, that gives you a clear runway to achieve whatever goals you put in front of yourself.
So, as that type of mindset that you have, is it possible to have you influence the ones around you, or you can't? You got to distance yourself from those type of people.
I mean, yeah, you got to distance yourself. So you got to look at it like this. Look at it like a race. There's a start line and there's a finish line.
Okay.
So if you have people that aren't going nowhere, when that firing pistol goes off, they're standing still. So are you going to wait for them to run before you start running? No, you got to leave them behind.
Your homeboy.
It's time to go. It's go time.
Your homeboy.
Your homeboy?
Yeah.
Listen, he going to be homeboy, meaning he's at home. That's the homeboy. That's the homie. He's at home while I'm out making it happen. And the thing of it is if you're not going to have time for those people who aren't doing anything. Okay. You're too busy, and they're going to tell you that. They're going to be upset, and they're going to say, "What? You don't have time?" The answer is no. You have to do that. And you're not doing it to them. They did it to themselves. Again, if you're at the starting line and they choose not to run, you didn't do that to them.
Correct.
They did it to themselves.
Now, is it okay to associate with people who don't have a successful mindset like that? Will that interfere where you're trying to go?
It depends. Like, you may have some people that just don't. They have the mindset, but they don't know what the first step is. See, there's people that have potential. They just may have grown up in an environment where they don't have good examples. So that's when you have an opportunity to mentor that person.
Here you go.
So the idea is, I'm gonna stay with a sports analogy. So running track, the start line. So there might be somebody who's not as gifted as you are at this point in life, but you see that they have all the physical and mental attributes to be successful. So you just help them to see what they are capable of.
So people who don't have mindsets like that, can they get there? Or
if you don't have the mindset, you just don't have it. You have people that have the mindset, but they don't know what steps to take.
There you go.
Or they have never put themselves in motion. So when you mentor those kind of people and they are reacting to your mentorship, then they're worth continuing with. But if you're trying to mentor somebody that, even though they have the potential, they might be too lazy to get out of their own way. They're too lazy to move forward and see out their own potential. So it's about when you start to feel like somebody's wasting your time.
Right.
But what you cannot do is you can't force somebody to want to be something. You can't force somebody to want to do something. They already have to want it.
So it has to be in them, pretty much. Or
Yeah, you have to have that desire. So again, when you get to that start line, you have to have that desire to win that race. It's not enough just to show up to the start line. It ain't enough. And if you didn't prepare to win, you're not going to win.
True. Now, I've known people who were at the bottom and socialized with themselves with people of the same substance, as far as how to do certain things, as far as how to network, how to avoid certain situations, how to navigate through, like you said, friendships. If that was your childhood friend and you want to bring them with you.
Well, that's where people have to be careful.
Right.
Some people don't know what friendship really means. Some people are friends and some people are associates, meaning they're just people you associate with. It doesn't make them a friend. A friend will want to see you succeed.
Correct.
Even if they know they ain't going nowhere. And if they want you to succeed, they're going to be like, look, man, you need to stay out these streets.
Now the ones who don't care about you,
They're going to keep you in the streets. They're going to try to convince you to stay at the start line. They're going to try to tell you that it's a waste of time for you to run that race. They're going to tell you it's a waste of time to even prepare. They're going to say, we don't see you in the club no more. We don't see you out on the block no more. You always in the house, or you always reading, or you always at work, or you always going to class, or you hanging out with them nerds, or you hanging out with them white dudes with the suit and ties. The bottom line is this. If you're at a point to where you know you want to be successful, but you don't know where to start, look for somebody who is a step above you,
or a few steps above you.
and watch what they do. And then there's something else that you do. And this is just a saying. If you see a homeless person and you don't want to be homeless, watch what they do and then don't do what they do. Sometimes you got to know what not to do.
Oh, most definitely. So you pretty much you gotta be on guard pretty much all the time. Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be on guard, but you got to spend a lot of time strategizing on how to move forward. So if you're constantly on guard, you can't move forward. You got to keep your head on a swivel. You got to stay aware. You got to have situational awareness. But you got to keep your mind focused on your goal.
Now,
And don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to jeopardize all of that.
now I had another. I got a card here in front of me. I'm reading off the cards that my producer put out there for me to read. If you're out there dating someone, and you are a man or you're a woman, how do you know if that person is good for you? In your situation, if you have the mindset that you have, how do you know if this person is just straight up hood rat, straight up user, straight up manipulator? How can you spot this out, and how would you deal with it if they're fooling you from the start? And how do you deal with it? How to cancel them later on?
Well, I can answer from two perspectives. One is a man, and then the other is as a father of 3 daughters.
Okay.
So answering that as a man, if you don't know a hood rat when you see one, you in trouble. That's the first thing. So you have to know what you don't want, and everything else comes out to respect. You have to look at somebody, because no lie, you're going to be attracted to somebody physically, unless there's those situations, especially with the internet now and social media and all these different platforms. You can't meet somebody without meeting them physically, and you can fall in love with their mind, or at least, gain a deep interest because of their personality. Right. But it all starts out with respect. And I think from an old-fashioned perspective, is that woman somebody you would take home to your family? If the answer is no, you got to categorize them accordingly.
And if you can't, it's just
if it's somebody you would take home to your family, then does everything else fall into place? Do they have the same goals as you do? So in other words, some people have different goals. A man might want a woman that they take care of 100%. In other words, she don't have to work. In some cases, they want a career-oriented, girlfriend or wife that has accomplished, certain things in their life. It's all about what do you want, and knowing what you don't want, and somebody that you respect and who respects you in return. And you are both on the same page.
Now, if you have a nice looking woman that approach you and talks intelligent somewhat, and after you get to know her and you find out she's toxic or full of junk, how can you deal with that?
What do you mean deal with it? I ain't going to. I ain't got to deal with that.
So, listen,
I don't even know what kind of question that is. How do you deal with that?
All right, listen.
No, for real, I'll tell you how you deal with it. Here's how you deal with it. So this is for men out there. And this is for the men out there.
Listen up.
And I'm a curse. Have your own shit. What I mean by that, have your own car, have your own house or apartment. That way you ain't got to worry about getting thrown out. All you got to do is go home. That's it. Have something that you bring to the table, so when you realize that, and it ain't even got to be them being toxic. It could just reach a point where y'all don't get along no more. Y'all too busy for each other to sit. The relationship ain't working out. When both parties have their own stuff, you can part ways peacefully. Y'all don't have to coexist and develop resentment towards each other. Next thing you know it, somebody's calling the cops, getting PFAs. It ain't got to be all that. See, that's why I got my own hit. Now, for ladies out there, I can't speak fully for ladies, but again, I'm gonna speak as a father for three daughters. When something don't look right, something don't smell right, something don't sound right, it ain't right.
Well,
And you ain't fixing no dude. Especially a grown-ass man, that dude has matured into whatever the hell he is, he gonna be.
that's it.
If he show up with a garbage bag, he ain't gonna have nothing but a garbage bag. When you tell him he gonna roll out, he going in your cupboard and he gonna grab a hefty sack. And he gonna put all the stuff you bought him in it. So, you gotta stop. And this ain't all females, because females who got it together, this message ain't for you. If you already got yourself together, this ain't for you. This is for those that got question marks above their head and don't know exactly where to go. So here's what I'm gonna say to you. Don't expect something out of somebody that you can't do for yourself, because you're gonna get yourself in a bad spot, because he buys you this, he takes you there, and then the moment he starts acting up, starts talking down to you or raising a hand, you're gonna feel compelled to stay in that, because he's doing stuff for you that you can't do for yourself. Get yourself right, get comfortable in your own skin, so that you can meet somebody who loves you for who you are, and y'all can have a healthy relationship. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Now, question for who's been watching. The question for you. Name 3 people that you look up to and why.
Man, that's a tough
I know.
one. I look up to my father. That's it. I got one.
You got one.
I got one.
All the people that you came in contact with throughout your job.
You said look up to them.
I'm not.
There's a such thing as respecting people.
I
I
got
got a lot of respect for a lot of people. But as far as when you ask that question of who do I look up to, I got to go with the first face that pops up. So that's an honest answer. Looking up to somebody.
I got you.
I mean that's it. That's who I look up to. That's the person that showed me is a black man in the 70s, 80s, 90s that never said that white people are an obstacle. He just did what he does. You talk about mindset of success. Nothing got in his way. Nothing got in his way.
Determined.
Yeah, he know what he wanted, and he just did it and made it look easy. So that's what let me know that I can do whatever I set my mind to do.
Now, if we got any viewers out there that would like to call in and get something off their chest, that's what the actual show is called. Get it off your chest. There's a number that's flowing across the screen. If you want to call in and get something off your chest, let's do it. You got Smith Figure sitting right here, Hold On sitting right here. You live on the air. Come on, callers. Hit that number on the screen. What it say on the screen? It's coming across the screen.
Oh, you don't know the number? Hold on.
Now, it could be something crazy. It could be something
The
serious.
number to call is 412-866-4458. 412-866-4458.
Now listen. This could be something that happens to you on your job. Something to you happen in the grocery store. Something like that, or something that kind of irritates you. Something that was funny, something that you don't like. But this is just for entertainment purposes. Anyway, just go ahead and call in. Give us a call. Chop it up with your boys, 09 and Smith Figure.
And that's right. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not licensed to say a damn thing that I just said.
We want to see. Matter of fact, I want to hear Big Art. Hey, Big Art, I want you to call in, man. I'm gonna call in and cut in, cut up with us, man. Art's from Long Beach, California, and he's traveled down there. Hear that phone ring. But other than that, we got a couple things. We still live. Yeah, I see something clicking on there.
Let it go.
All right, that's not gonna interfere with
Yeah,
anything.
let it go. We already in motion.
All right, you already said we already in motion. All right, so we got that out the way, and what else we got here? Oh, so let me ask you something, man, Smith Figure.
Mm-hmm.
I know you were a daring person. You was on a few years back. You was participating in that hot pepper reaper challenge.
Yeah.
And so how was that rating? How did that come across? Was it hot? Was it mild? Was it hot as
The
you-
Reaper?
Yeah.
That ain't nothing to play with. There's something hotter than the Reaper now, but the Reaper still ain't nothing to play with. I don't recommend that at all. Not at all.
You're pretty much a daring person, man. You pretty much anything like if anybody challenges you something, you can pretty much overcome that challenge.
It depends.
It depends.
Anything within reason.
Like far as I got some of this hot pepper right here.
This one looks like it's for babies.
Hot sauce.
This looks like it's for babies.
But it ain't really hot. I'm just giving you a small example. This right here. I bought this when I was out working and I happened to see the store. And this is it's hot sauce. It ain't really hot. It ain't really hot. But I know you a very, very challenging person. I got something for you.
Listen, first of all, I ain't dumb.
Wait a minute.
So just because he's pulling a bag out, he ain't gonna have me like.
Wait a minute.
He ain't gonna have me like, yeah. Mm-mm.
Wait a minute.
Mm-mm.
Wait a minute. But no, you said always. You tell me mind over matter.
What? Listen. If that don't matter, I don't mind not doing it.
Wait a minute.
Man, I already know I ain't messing with that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This is crazy, guys. But look, he's mind over matter. He's. If you challenge him, he's gonna overcome it. All right. So,
Not stupid shit.
but wait a minute. I'm gonna tell him what's in this box right here. All right. But I'm gonna see if he's gonna be up to the task to actually do
That
it.
just looks like gum.
No, I know. I put it in this box right here. Wait a minute. This is a live worm.
It is not.
Yeah.
It is not.
Wait a minute.
Man, you better keep the lid on that.
Wait, no, I got it in there.
First of all, I ain't eating no worm.
But no, it's a tequila worm.
Listen, I ain't eating a worm.
Wait a minute.
I'm not eating a worm.
Wait a
That
minute.
sounds dumb.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
That sounds dumb.
Wait.
Eat worm.
Wait a minute.
I ain't no fish.
Wait a minute. I'll put $100 on the table.
Is
right
this
here.
squirming?
I'll put $100.
Is this? It ain't. It is
I'll put
not.
$100 on the table right here for you.
Let me see it.
Now I got you. I'll put cash out you.
No. No.
Look, I got a tequila worm in here that I got when I was over there in Grove City.
How long ago?
Friday. It's good.
You've been keeping a worm alive.
No, I had it in the refrigerator. So
Let me see it.
now listen. Oh, look. Listen, Abel said, "Let's go." He said, "Do it." You see it right there.
Didn't we start? Man, you
Listen,
crazy.
Listen.
He tried that peer pressure shit. Who said let's go? I don't know that person.
Listen. Hold on.
Who said let's go?
Hold on. You can sit up there, can't you? Oh, no, you can't sit up here. Listen. I know you got this, man.
Who said let's go?
I know you got this. Listen. Listen.
Oh, Abel.
Listen.
Abel. Abel, no.
Yeah.
No.
Listen. I know you. Look, man. Mind over matter. Hey, look.
I ain't eating no
My God.
worm. Nah.
God, look.
No. I ain't eating no worm.
How many people on this?
It don't even matter. I'm not eating a damn worm.
Listen. Can you help me out? Can I get a vote?
Ain't no help. Vote. Listen,
Can I
votes
get a
don't
vote
matter.
right now? This is straight up live.
You forgot who you talking to. You forgot. You forgot.
I be spiffing.
You forgot.
I forgot.
You forgot who you talking to. That is not gonna make me eat a worm. This ain't 5th grade.
It's flavored.
I don't give a. Look,
Wait. You know why you asked me why I put the saucer out here?
listen.
I got the sauce.
Why would you need a saucer for a worm?
Listen, you said why would you got a saucer?
Who puts a worm on a saucer? You think we some broke ass cats living behind a dumpster? There's some Tom and Jerry shit. Get all that out of here.
All right. Damn, this thing is tickling me, man.
Eat it.
Wait a minute.
There ain't no worm in there.
Hold on.
There is not a worm in there.
Lift it. Who's over there?
Ain't-
Shit. Look. Look, it's a bro.
Listen. Abel, man. It ain't happening.
I ain't got a. I don't have a word.
I know you don't. It don't take that long to get. First of all, who puts a worm in a box? What is that? Hell no.
You would do that.
Need some roaches.
You. That's big.
Hold on.
You got that, man.
Hold on.
You got that.
Nah, I ain't eating this shit. Hold on.
You got that.
Oh shit.
That's a cricket. That's all what it is. You got that.
I'm not eating that.
It's a cricket.
I don't give a what. What you call it? It's a bug. I'm not eating
You
it.
got that, man. That's big.
You eat it.
It's big.
You eat it.
I eat it. You eat it.
I didn't say. I'm not eating it. Why? Who buys that?
Look at this.
You bought that?
Look at this. These are big.
You bought that?
Big.
Wait, did you buy that? Get that shit out of here. You bought that?
Yeah.
And you're eating it.
This we gonna eat.
We ain't eating that.
Oh, I forgot your service. Hold on. You always got me.
You're
doing
wasting it. I'm not eating it.
this. The wings are still on it.
I'm not eating it.
Look, that's split.
This is for the flavor, everybody. He likes hot stuff. So this is for babies though.
I don't know why you're doing all that extra shit. I ain't eating that.
I'll do it.
You eating it? For what? Why you eating it? Why?
Look at that.
Why?
I ain't eat yet.
Why you eating that?
I ain't eat yet. Protein.
That's why you eating it? Because you're hungry?
Look. Yeah.
You carry bugs.
Ready?
Shit, you ready? I ain't doing nothing.
I feel like he bit me.
It's right there. It's right there.
It says hi. I ain't even.
I don't know why you
I'm just messing with you, man.
see that.
He said you look scared.
Look, they all gonna whoop your ass after all that.
Woo!
Look, you took everybody through all that.
Wait a minute. Whew, that should be hot. Hey, I want one viewer to call in, and I want you to go ahead and play this game with us. I want you to call in. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions, random questions, nothing crazy. I want you to go ahead and just
No, you gotta give them the number.
yeah. I want you to call in. The numbers on the screen.
I wrote it down.
All right. Abel, call in 412-866-4458. Call in and wild out with us. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions, and all you gotta do is answer to the best of your ability. That's all. Call in. It's toll free. Don't cost you. It's local. Again, 412-866-4458. Call in and let us ask you 3 quick questions while out with your boys.
Is he still on it?
Yeah. Come on. Listen. The questions that we're going to ask you is really nothing. You know?
Put it in the chat. Put the question in the chat. Open up the floor to everybody. Just type it in there.
No, I want somebody to call in. That's all. I mean, it could be anybody. Big R, call in. Chuck online. Chuck Jr. online.
Put the number in the chat.
Okay, hold on. Put the number over there in the chat.
I can't type in there. It's read only.
I just dropped the number in the chat. Whoever feels brave enough to call in and wall out with your boys, let's go. That's all. You want to get something off your chest? Something's real funny today, or something was real strange that you want to share with the audience? Go ahead, call in. Until then, we're gonna go ahead and then go to the next question here, next segment here. All right. Now, that was funny, man. That was funny. He wasn't gonna fall for that.
Hell no, I ain't no bugs.
He wasn't gonna fall for that. I was trying to get you. I'll let you know. Like, listen, there's some bugs, there's some worm in there. Hey, there was a question that we had asked earlier. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. The 49ers and the Chiefs. Who do y'all have winning tonight's
I
game?
think Abel is a 49ers fan.
You know that for sure?
I believe so. I believe Abel's a 49ers fan.
So, who do y'all think is going to win, and who do you want to win, if it even matters to you? The Chiefs or the 49ers? Oh, you can't type over there?
No.
Yeah, you got me signing in. That's crazy right there. I'm gonna give opportunity out for like 1 minute or 2 minutes window for somebody to go ahead and call in And if not, we're gonna go ahead and jump on to the next one.
Yeah, and it's like this.
They don't want to call in. They're kind of like
Or they can put it, if they want to
Yeah.
respond to questions or comments, put it in the chat.
This right here,
Man,
man.
I don't even know why you brought bugs. Why do you even have those?
I hate them.
For what? But why?
It was just a new challenge.
Look, Cole, it only says crickets on the box.
Yeah, that's all.
How much was that?
I just thought this right here, this ain't too bad. Yours is probably way higher than this. Yours got seed.
I got something to
Yeah.
blow your lid off.
What? Hotter than
Salt, yeah.
what I gave you?
I got some hot. Yeah. I ain't even. So what's the next question?
The question is, okay, there's 3 questions right here. Where we at? Name one funny ass person that you know. One person that is you feel is really, really funny. It could be a comedian, it could be a regular person you know.
Oh, if it's a comedian, I mean, I'm gonna go off the top. The hot one right now, Cat Williams. He's acting up.
So you no, I mean far as now I seen you did with Shannon Sharp on YouTube.
I mean, you can go to a Cat Williams show before all the mess, but he's one of the funniest.
He's he's funnier than Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, no doubt.
Bruce he's funny too, man.
Listen, Kevin Hart. Ain't nobody talking about Bruce right now.
All right. So we got here. Name one fake ass person.
Nope.
He could be a movie star.
I ain't doing
He could be a movie star.
that. No. Listen, I'll leave that to anybody in the chat want to go ahead and do that.
He could be a movie star, man.
No.
You said it was
I don't know any movie stars
just
to say
saying.
that they fake. That one's right there with eating bugs. He said, name the fakest person you know. No.
Listen, I want to call the first question.
No.
All right, man. The longest state that you lived in.
Huh?
The longest state that
The longest state? What does that even mean?
Yeah, the longest state.
You mean distance?
No, I mean, as far as living.
The state that I've lived in the long. I mean, at this point, it's PA now.
PA?
Yeah.
Compare to PA. Can you compare PA to any other state? Some say they can't.
No.
PA by itself.
Yeah, I would say compared to any place else that I live, PA is definitely different. I'm gonna leave it at that. PA is different. I mean, I would say Pittsburgh and the surrounding areas is different. Philly, there's definitely a major difference between Philly and Pittsburgh.
Oh, most definitely.
But yeah, Pittsburgh is different.
Now, as far as vacations, where's your good or matter of fact, this thing your top 3 vacation spots? Up and coming, or you already good?
As far as where I've had fun, I mean, I've had fun everywhere, but I've gone the most. I'll put it this way: anywhere that has a nice beach, like Clearwater, Florida, Destin, Florida. I like those places. Miami is fun if you got. Just be prepared to spend a lot of money. Austin is fun. San Diego, San Francisco, San Antonio. I think that
Destin was. I was down there, and Destin was a nice spot, man. I really enjoyed myself. I was down in Destin.
sometimes, I mean, even like DC. So I would say it depends on what you want to do. So if you have certain things in mind that you want to do, pick the proper destination for it. And that's where I've been lucky. If I want to go somewhere where I'm gonna jet ski, get on a boat, I would say, Myrtle Beach is okay. I don't like the jet ski at Myrtle Beach. They make you go in a triangle. The best place that I've jet skied, just purely jet skiing.
Well, you said you was down there in Deep Creek. Is there something down there?
Deep Creek, yeah, Deep Creek. It's fun, but the best place that I've jet skied, I would have to say Destin.
It's out.
They let you go out in the Gulf, and there was the dolphins out there. I didn't see any sharks or anything like that, but that was the best place that I've jet skied, and also the best place for a boat. No, Mexico was because it
Mexico.
had a speedboat. Had a
Okay.
speedboat there.
So Mexico, I haven't been to yet, but I plan on going to Mexico. So what parts do you recommend? So is there one down there?
No, there's plenty of spots. It depends on what you look for in a resort.
Right. It has to be a resort. It has to be. If you're in a resort, you're gonna get killed. I've been reading about. Destin for me, Miami was at the top, is there at the top of my list. Like I said, you mentioned Clearwater. Me and Robin went to Clearwater. I didn't really like the actual beach because they had a lot of shells. At the time I went down there, was a lot of shells and I mean a lot. It was a lot. So I guess it all depends on what side of the beach that you're on down there.
Yeah. Now the thing is, Destin and Clearwater. Clearwater's more family oriented. It's quiet.
Yeah.
It's more of a beach town. Destin is more event driven. There's a lot more going on from a vacation destination.
Myrtle Beach is more of a family oriented.
Myrtle Beach is family oriented, but it also has its party spots. But
Yeah.
I prefer Destin. Myrtle Beach now that Spirit has direct flight, pretty short flight.
What about Vegas?
What about it?
It's a great vacation spot to go to. No, or just
I mean, I've lived there, so not really.
oh, so you
I mean, if you go to the Strip, if you want to go there to party or whatever, sure. If you want to drink and all of that, I mean, other than that, I don't know.
right. Well, we're about to end our broadcast. This is Tommy Smith Figure and Chuck and the Whole Nine live on the block, and we're gonna give one last opportunity for someone to call in and let us ask you 3 questions. Or you want to get something off your chest. So that's what the actual show is called. Get it off your chest. Something happened to you on your job. Something happened to you when you was out there at the grocery store or on the highway when you was driving. Something you want to go ahead and call in and just vibe with us. You know what I'm saying? Wild out with us. Call us. The number is 412-866-4458. And then she call in, just want to just say what's up to us. And just wild out with us. You know, freestyle over the phone. So again, the number is going across the screen. It is 412-866-4458. Give you 1 minute, make that decision. To call in and wild out with you guys before we end the broadcast. It was a blast. You know, kicking it with you, man. And this right here, man, this took the cake right here, man. You was like, I'm not doing it for any amount of money. We ain't doing it.
Wait, I didn't say that. I didn't say for any amount of money.
You ain't say.
I didn't say any amount of money.
He said, no.
$100 cash app ain't gonna do
Yeah,
it.
you said, take that money back. But look, man, guess my man, Tommy Smith Figure, give me your handle.
It is twitch.tv/Tommy Smith Figure, all one word. And then you can check me out on Facebook. All the socials are Tommy Smith Figure, all one word.
Alright, that's how you find DJ Tommy.
But it's just Tommy Smith Figure.
Other than that, y'all look out for the next post that we make, and we gonna go live. Other than that, we out.
Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck valid in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.